G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode 19 of the budget bike build, the Virago 250. Oh boy, you guys really gave it to me about the ugly bloody mirrors. And fair enough, I reckon. And that's good to see that. I mean, it was a majority of people just said, Mark, they are ugly, ugly, ugly. Get rid of the bloody things. And as I said in that video, we were getting rid of them. We already, as I said, ordered a new pair that are coming that aren't going to be Mickey Mouse, dinky dye type of mirrors. And that's the same as this thing. We bought. You might remember me showing you that if we had to black out the exhaust, which we have, that we might put this on there and give it a bit of a chrome. And when you look at that, whoops, it would go that way. It's Mickey Mouse, so it's just stupid. So we didn't even bother telling you that we weren't even going to put that on because it just looks shit. I don't know how to explain it because I'm just a dumb bloody Aussie. This is more, I don't know, rough, organic. It's not your Mickey Mouse or, I don't know. Because you can have bikes that, are that type of style, but the bike just suits that look, whereas this is not. This is your backyard, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Rightio guys, so the mirrors. A lot of people in the comments gave suggestions of having bar end mirrors, so they plug into there and you got your mirror on there. And then people said about the underslung mirrors, so it attaches somewhere around here and then comes out around there. They're really great mirrors for having that low profile and not having the dorky looking mirrors up here. Now, firstly, the bar end mirrors. This is my own personal thoughts on it, but I think that's a cafe racer. For me, that's more of a cafe racer look. I believe, and I don't know because I've never ridden a bike with those ones on there, they look like they would work really well, which I'll talk to you about that in a minute. The underslung ones, I believe they're bloody useless. There might be good ones out there. James's bike that has it, that XSR 900, he had the underslung and he'll tell you they're bloody useless, just totally, absolutely useless. So I want to go with mirrors that come up here. One reason is that I want to fill these two spots up here. Otherwise, they're just going to be sitting here kind of like, I mean, I could plug them, but it just, I don't know, I want to use those. The second thing is that whoever gets this bike, I believe they're going to be a new or intermediate rider or whatever. I mean, I might be wrong, but in my head, that's what I'm thinking. It's a budget bike, you're new to ride, you want to get on a bike and start riding it. This is a great bike that you can do yourself. So with that in mind, I don't want to give this bike to someone with shitty mirrors. Like, I don't want to give them with a shitty front brake or a shitty chain. I think it's got to be a safe bike for someone to take. And having the mirrors up here, as we all know, that's why we have mirrors up there, is because that's the safest, best view that you're going to get. So that's my thoughts on why I want to put it up there. I understand everybody's reasons for that, and if it was personally my bike, I would most probably do that, but then I would have most probably changed all these mounts and blah blah blah, just depending on what you want to do. So there you go, that's the lowdown on the mirrors. So you'll just have to wait. Hopefully in this episode, I don't know when they're turning up, maybe the next one after that. Oh Jesus, running out of bloody time. So there you go, cool. Rightio guys, so now, last week I sprayed those side covers and bits and pieces, all the plastic bits, and I had all those little crud bits in there. So what I have done is I grabbed some 800 grit sandpaper, just dry sanded. I just lightly went over, knocked all those marks off. I've now since painted it. I actually painted them out there where I did them last time, but if you look around here, it's bloody autumn. We've got leaves dropping off the tree. This was all cleaned up yesterday, but they're still falling. It's all dusty. I had to actually hose all this stuff down before I started painting them, but the wind was just getting a little bit bloody crazy, so I had to quickly rush them in Tanae's shed, which isn't the best place because it's always full of dust, but I had no choice. At least the air is still in here, and here we go. let me just turn the light on, guys. There we go, that might be a bit better. So what I'm going to do with the tank and the rear guard is I'm going to clean this up in here, and I'm going to spray in here a bit later on. So let's have a close look. So these have now, I'm happy with the way that these have come up. Remember, that's the hole. Much bloody better. These are all good. All that. So no cruddy bits. Rightio guys, so a pro tip, not a pro, but you know what I'm talking about with this can. So a lot of people in the comments said about tipping it upside down, pressing that so that until the white, the clear stuff comes out, that clears the nozzle. So that when you pack it away and then you bring it back out, you press that down and nothing comes out because the paint that was in there's dried, hardened, and clogged it up. So turning it upside down, pressing that, clears it. You can stick it away for 6 months, bring it back out, and it'll work again, no worries. I've always done that, but I have learnt now, when I was doing the spray painting, then I'd go wait 20 minutes and come back. Every time I now will clear that. I wasn't doing that. So, and with an added thing on top of that is, which I did today, because this isn't a brand new can, this is one that I was using yesterday. I put a bit of this stuff, the wax and grease remover, onto a rag, wiped that up, and then started spraying. Proof's in the pudding, it's worked. So there you go, that's a good thing. Whenever you stop using it, whether you're stopping using it for 10 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever, do that, clear the can. Now, not all cans are created equally. And I'll just grab it, if you use, I use Rust-Oleum ones, they're a different nozzle. These are really good cans because you can practically nearly spray upside down for quite a while, or on sides and stuff, and it doesn't stop spraying, it just works. So you can't do the clear on that. Now I don't know, because I normally do really well with whenever I use spray cans, and it must be because I've been using the Rust-Oleum stuff, but obviously I wanted to use the Metal Shield. I'm rambling guys, but you just got to listen to me. The Metal Shield's not that, so that's very important to do the clear it and give that a wipe. Just as an added thing, I've done that and it's just happy as bloody Larry. There you go, all right. Rightio, so one more thing I've got to show you, and that is the side cover. So the side cover was in pretty good. It didn't have too many nicks, or not nicks, but little bumps. And being that it's so far down on the bike, right down there, I didn't think it was warranted just redoing it. But here's the thing, and this is the thing when I was first going to do it, I wasn't too sure how it was going to turn out. This part, which is plastic, looks like it's part of the motor, and it's designed to look that way. Now, obviously, I've put the satin black stuff that I've done the frame and all those parts. Now, obviously, the engine couldn't get done on that. I had to use engine black. Now, that's a flat black. It's not a satin. You can clearly see there is a difference. I'm not 100% happy with that, but I don't think I've got much of a choice at this stage. I'm just hoping that that the shine will just go away a little bit more, and it'll start to kind of like match a bit closer to that. We'll just have to wait and see. There's not much I can do about that. So, but look, at the end of the day, once everything else is on and the whole kit and caboodle, that's not going to be a standout. It's only because we're looking at, or I'm looking at it and going, ooh, very different, don't really like it. Them's the bloody brakes. Oh look, I'm just looking in the viewfinder here. Can you see? That's the fridge that was in Nays, that's been in Nays shed. I just haven't had it going for bloody years. Yeah, haven't had it going. Actually, the last time we used that was when I used to run a internet cafe in Bendigo. Yes, I ran an internet cafe in Bendigo. Crazy. So because with Man Cave Tuesday, we're going to start doing that every now and then, do the beer testing review bullshit. We've got it out here, we've arced it up, we've got some beers in there. The old Wisconsin's beers sitting in there with some Aussie stuff and some Cokes and Pepsis. So, yeah, there you go. Sneak preview. I just realised, guys, that I said that that's a sneak preview at that. this stuff that this is the problem with recording, doing the videos and having certain, this video is actually going to be next week after Man Cave Tuesday, which you'll see this stuff in Man Cave Tuesday anyway, so it's not a sneak peek at all. Rightio guys, so before I start painting this bloody thing, I haven't mentioned about this, in there is a small dent. Now there you go, you might be able to see it there. Me and Nay tried to get this out, and I'm going to show you some footage of us trying to get it out. Rightio guys, so we are up to trying to get a dent out of this tank. So hopefully that's where the dent is there. There you go, you can see it. So right there. It's only a small dent. So we're going to have a shot, there we go, have a shot at getting that out. My idea is get a bit of hot glue. So I've got the gun over here warming up. Put some hot glue on this and then stick it to there, right in the hole, and then yank. Nay, it doesn't seem convinced that I'm going to have the pull to do it.
No, that's where I think you need to do something like that you can then slide that. I can't.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough weight. You'd need a big long rod with a decent weighted amount on it.
Yeah.
But the concept, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have a shot at mine first, yes?
Absolutely, yes we are.
Cool. I love it when I get my way. Right, yeah guys, we're going to give you a shot of how we're going to do it, but we're not really doing it. So you're going to hold that, I'm going to put my hand here, and then I'm going to try and yank this like that. Alright, now we get you down close. Rightio guys, here we go. You ready, Bob? Mm-hmm. Didn't do a thing. Rightio guys, we've got a something smaller. This I think was too wide for that little dent, so I've gone for a smaller, the back end of a brush. Let's see if that works. There we go. Damn.
Oh.
Alright. Rightio guys, so we're failing bloody miserably at this job. I was trying, like I've got these punch things, but the glue, the what do you call that glue?
Glue gun.
The glue gun won't stick to the metals. It just doesn't stick to it. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. So I think we're going to move to super glue. Yeah, Nay's just saying that we should just turn this into an arrow, and we'll just make this a feature of the tank. It'll look pretty cool. Alright, so what we're resorted to doing is super gluing. We couldn't bloody super glue that thing on there, and then we couldn't super glue this, so then we've sanded this tank, and that's been able to super glue this on straight away. So I think we're now ready. What do you reckon? Are we ready to give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Cool. Here we go, guys. Oh, that was even worse. It's useless. Rightio guys, I've made a decision. We're just going to leave it. It was only a small dent. I think if we keep going at this, we might bloody stuff it. So we've given it a good shot. I mean, we haven't gone overboard, but I just don't think it's worth possibly stuffing it.
No, it's just one of its original wall wounds.
Well, that's it exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that little dent will stay in there, and we'll just see what it looks like when it's got the satin paint on it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Character, baby, character.
That's it. Cool. You heard it straight from the woman. We gave it a good bloody shot. It just wasn't coming out. Better person than me and spending more time on it would have most probably got it out. We're just going to leave it. I could have bogged it and then, you know, sanded and got it all back so there's nothing in there. We're running with its character. Rightio guys, here goes nothing. Rightio, first coat's on. Rightio guys, so it's been 20 minutes. I'm ready to do my second coat. I'll just show you what it looks like. Don't want to get too close. Now, I will show you because, remember I was talking about where I took that pinstriping out? I can slightly see where the metal is and the paint. But obviously this is just the first coat. It's always hard for me to tell whether you guys can see it. It's not until I get it on the computer that I can then see it in this little viewfinder. So I can see here where there was a lot that I took out there. Oh, there you go. You'll be able to see that. There you go. So that's the issue of paint and the metal, which I've wanted. So I'm hoping after 4 coats it should be right. I reckon what I'm going to do, that image might have been a bit bad because I've got a filter on this thing to stop the paint getting on that lens. I might do the 4 coats on this and then I'll do a light sand and then redo another coat over the top of that. I really like the way that the other ones have come out, so I might end up doing that. Alright, I'm shutting up. I'll come back to you when it's all done. Rightio guys, Mark talks bullshit again and I'm coming back to you, and this fender and tank have not been fully completed. Now I'm going to show you why. Hang on guys, before we look at that tank and fender, I bloody forgot, I've got to show you the front fender is now on. All its little bits and pieces, little mud flaps on, it all fits on there perfectly, as it would because it only just got cleaned up and painted. But that's the look that I'm going to be showing you. You'll see the difference between this finish and the finish that you're going to see in a minute. So the front fender's on, the 2 side panels, side covers are on. I haven't done this thing yet. I've started peeling off, but I've got to take that off and properly clean that up and sand it. Oh, hang on, I'll come back to that. And that's the other side panel there. All come up really good. Now, as you know guys, I'm a very honest bloke and I will tell you everything. The reason was not so much that I actually spilt stuff out of this. It was because I put this top on the wrong way. I had this reversed that way and it wasn't making a proper seal, and believe it or not, you will believe it of course, because Nay picked it. She went, "Mark, you've got this on backwards." And I went, "What? No. Me put something on backwards? Never." So I've turned it around, it's all fine now. So once I spray that, it'll be all good. Alright, back to where we were before. Okay, so these have got 4 coats on them. Now what I'm trying to show you here is what you call I suppose, orange peel effect. So you can see how it's got that orange peel, because I haven't sanded in between coats or anything. So what I want to do is do one final sand on this with the 800, like I did with those other ones, and then give one decent coat over it, and that'll smooth all that up. This is the same with this tank. You can see that orange peel. Now also, I did a oopsie. We put all this stuff on the bike, and I tell you what, it's looking really, really good. And I've got to be careful. We've done something. There's going to be something on the side of these tanks, and I tell you what, it looks absolutely awesome. I've peeled the stickers off that we used to temp it up, but you can see the leftover bit, so I don't want you to see it. See that mark there? Having it on the bike, and when I fully turned the handlebars, the throttle cable, the metal part that comes out the bottom of the throttle for the throttle cable, was in the wrong position, and it's bloody gouged that. So I've got to sand that back and fix that up. That won't be a problem. So yeah, it was a absolute, I couldn't believe it when I bloody did it. The reason why it's smooshed it like that, it's not because it's shit paint or anything, because we know this is really tough stuff. It was 24. I put this, I shouldn't have done it. You know, I just got so excited. I want to put the bloody tank on there and the seat and the back. Oh, I didn't do the back fender, but it was 24 hours, so the paint was still soft underneath it. Remember, this stuff needs about 5 or 7 days. I think it's 7 days actually. 7 days to fully cure. So that was a bit of a stupid bloody thing on my part, but easy fix. I just turn the metal things to face it differently, and then full lock. It's all bloody sweet. Right, so yeah, so now today I'm going to sand this down, which you're not going to see. I know I'm a bullshit artist. Sand it all down, get it all prepped, so that'll give it the 7 days to dry, which I won't need most probably that long to get it all on. Anyway, so next week definitely, trust me, go on. We'll have all the parts on. We'll be nearly bloody finished. I'm still waiting on the mirrors to come in. But I can still put all the rear blinkers and the tail lights and all those bits and pieces. Rightio guys, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, just keep on keeping on.